Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, replaying conversations, imagining worst-case scenarios, or trying to solve problems that don't even exist yet? We all do it. It's called overthinking. Today we're going to explore the timeless wisdom of Alan Watts, a philosopher who dedicated his life to helping people escape the prison of their own minds. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why overthinking is the enemy of inner peace, but also how to begin letting go of the endless mental chatter. Before we dive in, let's quickly meet the man behind this wisdom. Alan Watts was a British writer and speaker who popularized Eastern philosophy for Western audiences in the mid-20th century. He was deeply influenced by Zen Buddhism, Taoism, and Hinduism, yet explained them in a way that everyday people could understand. His talks weren't filled with dry lectures. Instead, he used humor, storytelling, and vivid metaphors to wake people up to the truth that life is meant to be lived, not endlessly analyzed. Why do we overthink? Alan Watts often pointed out that the mind is like a monkey, constantly restless, swinging from one thought to the next. We overthink because we crave certainty. We want to control the future, explain the past, and protect ourselves from pain. But here's the problem. Life doesn't work that way. Reality unfolds moment by moment, while our thoughts keep us trapped in yesterday and tomorrow. As Alan Watts said, no valid plans for the future can be made by those who have no capacity for living now. In other words, the more we think, the further we drift away from life itself. The cost of overthinking. Overthinking creates what Alan Watts called the illusion of control. We believe that if we analyze enough, we can avoid uncertainty. But instead of control, we get paralysis. We hesitate to act because we're still figuring it out. We miss opportunities because we're busy imagining every possible outcome. And worst of all, we sacrifice our inner peace for scenarios that may never even happen. Alan Watts compared this to trying to smooth out water with your hands. The more you splash and stir, the rougher the water becomes. But if you simply let it be, the water settles into stillness on its own. How to stop overthinking? So, what's the alternative? Alan Watts didn't suggest we abandon thinking altogether. Instead, he encouraged us to treat thoughts like clouds passing across the sky. Temporary, always moving, never permanent. Here are 3 simple takeaways from his teachings. 1. Observe, don't cling. Alan Watts often described thoughts as clouds drifting across the sky. They appear, take shape, and then dissolve. The problem begins when we chase after them or mistake them for the sky itself. When you overthink, you may feel like you are your thoughts. But Alan Watts would say, you are not the thoughts. You are the awareness watching them. Try this. The next time a worrying thought arises, don't push it away and don't hold on to it. Instead, watch it like you'd watch a bird fly across the horizon. It's there and then it's gone. The thought doesn't define you. It's just mental weather passing through. 2. Return to the present. Overthinking drags us into yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's fears. Alan Watts reminded us that reality only ever exists in this very moment. The simplest way back to the present is to anchor yourself in the body. Feel the rhythm of your breath, the ground beneath your feet, or the sounds around you right now. Think about it. Have you ever truly suffered in the exact now? Pain, when it arrives, is usually less frightening than the mental stories we spin about it. By practicing presence, you take your power back from an overactive mind and settle into peace that's always here. 3. Trust the flow of life. Perhaps Alan Watts' most famous teaching is that life is not a journey with a finish line. It's more like music or dance. We don't listen to a song just to hear the last note. We enjoy each note as it comes, moving with the rhythm. Overthinking is like trying to rush the music, always asking, what's the next note? What's the ending? But peace comes when you allow life to unfold naturally. Trust that you don't need to have everything figured out right now. Just as rivers find their way to the sea without effort, you too are being carried forward by life. Let it flow. When you release the grip of overthinking, you finally hear the melody of existence and can dance with it. In conclusion, the next time your mind begins to spiral, remember Alan Watts' wisdom. Peace isn't about controlling or solving every problem. It's about stepping fully into the present moment. So tonight, instead of wrestling with your thoughts, simply pause, breathe deeply, and remind yourself, the water clears on its own. Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. If Alan Watts' teachings inspire you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who could use a little more peace in their life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.